Hi YouTube. Happy 2019. This is Sean Ferguson from Life Skills Therapy, and today I want to talk to you about the top 5 speech therapy myths that we hear. The first speech therapy myth that I hear is that your insurance will cover everything. And unfortunately, in this day and age, there's been a lot of changes to insurance policies, especially with PPO plans, especially with HMO plans, people's private insurance that they're getting from their work. And it's not covering speech therapy the way that it used to. It's not usually as much of an in-network benefit. What we do at Life Skills Therapy is we provide a super bill to clients so that they're able to seek reimbursement for their insurance company directly. We send that out monthly or quarterly depending on the client's preference. But it makes the process really simple because that way we don't have to wait for insurance approval to start therapy. We don't have to meet certain score criteria. If the child needs therapy and your pediatrician recommends it, or you feel it's necessary for your child, we can move forward with social skills training, speech therapy in home, or any of the programs that we offer. So that's the first one, and that's a really important one. Again, that super bill makes a big difference for a lot of the families, and the insurance companies usually reimburse families between 30 and 80%. The next one is that there's no harm in waiting. This is a big myth because there's ample evidence to show that children who start early intervention programs early make great progress and build a strong foundation for speech and language skills. So conversely, typically the longer you wait, the harder it is to make those great gains. So if you have concerns, I would say call today and schedule an appointment with a speech pathologist so you can get an evaluation and figure out how your child may benefit from speech therapy and come up with a good plan of care, because the earlier and quicker we start, the more impact it's going to have. So myth number 3 is that speech therapy will be expensive. And over the course of time, if you factor in the benefit of your child's life in setting them up with a strong foundation, you're investing in your child. And so 6 months to a year of early intervention can make a big difference compared to waiting, because the economic impact on your child's future is much greater. So I always say start early, do early intervention to make a big difference early on. That way you can build that foundation. Because a lot of these children that we work with in speech therapy are really bright. They just have trouble learning language, or they have trouble with social skills. The earlier we can start them on those programs and build that foundation, it gives them the freedom to explore relationships with friends in school. It gives them an opportunity to build those higher level skills like executive function so that they can really plan and have a great life for themselves. So super important, early intervention, and thinking of it as an investment is a great way to think about it because this is your child's future. The third one is speech therapy won't work. It won't make a difference. And this is a big myth as well because, again, evidence shows that our program, which is very similar to the Haanen program, lots of research on the Haanen program, which is an in-home speech therapy program coupled with a parent training program, has tremendous impact, tremendous benefit on children's lives. So again, we teach you to help your child in the home. We go to private schools and daycares as well for busy parents, but then even in that case, we always call. We give updates to let you know, hey, here's how you can help Junior at home. Here's the activities of the week. Here's the word of the week. Here's some worksheets. Here's what you guys should be doing. Here's some play ideas to help him build language or help her build language in home therapy. So we're really big on play therapy, teaching parents, and it makes a tremendous impact. Again, it's not every child is different, and so some children progress at different rates than others, but the impact is profound in children's lives when starting speech therapy and helping them build those skills. So again, don't delay, call today. It makes a big difference. The next myth is that my kid will grow out of it. They'll just grow out of their speech delay. And again, evidence really doesn't back this up. About 7% of children have speech delay, and most of the kids that present with speech delay do benefit tremendously from a speech therapy program. Even there are some kids that do catch up with peers without help. Typically these are kids from, there's a variety of things that impact that, and it's outside the scope of this video, but essentially even those kids benefit from a speech therapy program. So even the kids that catch up with their peers, they still show challenges with reading, with social skills, with executive function, and these are all high-level language skills that we need to be successful in the world. And again, we want all our kids we work with to be as successful as possible. We shoot for the stars. So we want these kids to become the best that they can. And a lot of the kids we work with end up getting on track to become getting in pre-engineering programs in high school, things like that. They're you know, studying accounting in high school, and so a lot of these kids are really bright, that we started with early, that we see years later, made a huge difference. And so it's all about thinking about investing in that child's future so that they can have a career. The last myth that I like is that speech therapy is boring, and nothing could be further from the truth. Speech therapy is super fun, super exciting. We try to make it interesting and impactful. We make a difference in your child's life by doing play therapy tasks. Even with the older kids with social skills, we're working with games, we're working with group dynamics, and group projects and things like that that excite the imagination. So as much as we can, we're always trying to make it interesting, fun, and exciting. And part of myth 5 too is that, I guess this is kind of 5B or 6. So bonus myth is that that the therapist is going to do all the work and the family doesn't have to participate. And this myth is important to bust as well, because again, we do parent training, and we're really big on helping mom and dad and the nanny and grandma and grandpa and everyone involved carry over these same skills at home. So super important to carry over the skills we teach you to help your child at home. We come in the home 1 to 2 days a week, sometimes as many as 3 or 4, depending on the severity of the child. But we make a big difference in your child's life. But you've got to make, be there the other 160 hours that we can't make it per week. So it's super important that you work with a speech therapist that has a home training program just like we do. We're not the only ones that do it, but we do a great job here in Houston, Texas, and we'd love to help you. So please don't delay, call today, and if you have any questions, we're always available. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.